Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today we are going to be trying out a new infinite combo in Standard thanks to Murders at Karlov Manor. So we've had different Cauldron decks that usually involve like 7,200 clicks and you usually go to time by looping some infinite mana. This one's a lot easier. You technically don't even need the Cauldron, it's just a nice backup, but we got Forensic Researcher. It's a 3-mana 1/3 Merfolk that allows you to untap another permanent you control. So any combination of 2 Forensic Researchers can keep untapping each other. If you have Deeproot Pilgrimage out, you get to create a 1/1 Merfolk each time a Merfolk you control becomes tapped. That's a non-token. So basically just keep on tapping, and then you make a bunch of tokens. We have the Agatha Soul Cauldron because you can give the activated ability of the Forensic Research to any other creature that has a counter on it. So it's kind of a Merfolk deck. I'm still uncertain if Merfolk is ultimately, like we can put the combo in just with like Rona and Fairy Dream Thief and stuff like that. This version here, we're playing more Merfolk. So we do have Vodalian Hexcatcher, which is a Lord. We can sacrifice other Merfolks. I believe since the sacrifice of Merfolk is an activated ability in this case, it should still work under Agatha Soul Cauldron. I want to confirm that for sure. Cenote Scout is a 1-drop that explores. You can get counters. So the Explorer puts counters on things, which makes Soul Cauldron better in that case. Seed of Hope lets us dig for permanents to help us find combo pieces. Also fills our graveyard, gains us some life. Jadelight Spelunker is like a 1-drop. It's a 2-drop. It's a 3-drop. It just scales throughout the game and explores for us. The Pilgrimage is our combo piece, but can also be used in fair games. Schooner is another way to explore and then get some value. Teachings of Karen, I want to try this out. Another way to mill our graveyard. You'll notice like 2s and 3s. Because this is like the first time we're trying out the deck, I want to play around with the numbers. As we play the games, like we might just true up, take out the teachings, and then I'm actually thinking we just take out the teachings, play the full set of these. It just makes our curve a little bit nicer, and then it gives us more copies. Sentinel, the Nameless City, it explores, it's a big beater for the fair game, and then we have Tishana's Tidebinder to stifle opponents. Cavern of Souls in here for uncounterable, Restless Vinestalk as utility land. I'm wondering if we play a single Mirrex as well. Just for like the fair, it makes tokens, which could be useful if we need like just additional creatures to put the Soul Cauldron on. Because we are Simic, we have to get a little creative with our sideboard. So Fading Hope as removal, slip out the back. We have Spell Pierce in here, Disdainful Strokes, and then so counters, kind of tempo-y plays. We have Canker Bloom for Artifact Enchantment Hate. We have Titania. Whenever lands go into the graveyard, we get value, so we can gain some life that way there. And then Ren the Realm Breaker for the more grindy matchups. It also lets us mill, just gives us something that plays around Sunfall potentially. So we're gonna give this a shot. We'll see how it is. This is the whole point of playing this deck. It's to see how these kind of effects work, see if it's consistent enough, and if we can actually combo out people. Still early in the season, and frankly, whenever you're testing out these things, win rates are great, but you also just want to see how does the deck feel. Is it viable? You're going to lose some games even with like a stock optimized deck. Either your opponent draws better, you get outplayed, whatever it may be, so it's not too much to stress. But I want to see if this is kind of feasible. Simic is usually a color combo that doesn't do super well outside of like combos. Probably keep this. We have like some of the combo pieces here. I could Schooner. Yep, so we see a Surveil land. This could be Dimir Control. Looks like Dimir Breach. Okay, so this is a collect evidence deck. So this costs 2 to activate, so I think this turn we're okay. Next turn I want to get Cauldron out to hate on the opponents. Schooner can go away. I would love another land. We can also Tishana here. I think we do this still. Jeez, not finding that land. I think I'm just gonna Tishana this for the turn. If they have a counter, I feel bad. And I want Soul Cauldron to resolve. Okay, so they don't do it. I think we just pass. So we do stifle them here. Okay, they're Esper. The Esper could just be off colors to activate their Modern Age in here. They don't have removal, they're dead on board. Could crew, but I think we're just doing this. All right. So in this matchup, probably want Disdainful Strokes. Probably want Spell Pierce. Could see They didn't fix this, did they? Could see Canker Bloom potentially being reasonable. In terms of coming out, can probably get rid of Seed of Hopes. Trim maybe one Schooner. We do want all the Soul Cauldrons. Deeproot can also be reasonable. I kind of just want to like put a threat down and kind of hold up flash things. So maybe a Sentinel comes out. Probably don't need all these Canker Blooms. Leave the combo pieces in. So what they're trying to do is collect evidence. The flash, the blue mythic, the blue one, and then you can return something to the graveyard. You return the big Sphinx. This hand's not doing much. Try this one out. A bit slow, but I think we keep. We'll put Jadelight Spelunker down. So if we draw another untapped land, I'll go Mirrex. I think I want to prioritize getting pressure on the board. I've got Dreamroot. If we could draw another land, it'd be okay. They got the Vault. So, proactively activating. Surveil. Okay, so this is what they're trying to bring back. In that case, I do think we need to just blow this up for the turn. Hand was a bit slow. Would have liked to have another threat. So I want him to think we maybe have a counter spell. I lose a point of damage, which is fine, but I also don't want them to play around this Hexcatcher. Another Canker Bloom's nice. We'll just hold up Tishana's here. I think it's the safest. Because I can also counter the Conspiracy Unraveler. Alright. Get her done. Fair game plan. No combos needed. Opponent was trying to combo us. Their combo could do like really silly things, but you're playing a bunch of expensive cards afterwards. So it does make it a little bit rougher. I might want to just adjust the mana base a bit. What are we looking at? 16 in that. If I name Merfolk, it doesn't really help. With like, I'm just thinking with the duels, we don't have a fast land. I could play another Mirrex over the Restless Vinestalk, which may just be better in the long run. Let's try that out. I don't want like too many tap lands because our curve is fairly like tight. We want to be able to curve out accordingly. Alrighty, fire it up. The other way, like I was saying, you could try it with like Rona and just be all in combo. This version gives you a little bit more use of the Merfolk enchantment, just attacking in like we saw that game. And then we had like 4 triggers for the Vodalian Hexcatcher, so we basically had counter 5 depending on what they played out. So if it was like them comboing or not, we had a chance there. When it goes first, with each new exciting arena bug, gotta check that time's not wasting. This hand doesn't really do much. Jeez. I think we keep this. We have Seed of Hope. Hopefully find us something. Okay, this is the Convoke deck. I think we do that. Oh, it's blue-white artifacts, maybe? Try to bait out some counters. Virtue. The vigilance on this is nice. So this is my concern against like some of the more aggressive decks. I think mainboarding destroy, just get lost. Very good hand for the opponent. We need to hit a land here. They tap. The problem is they're going to get this going and we're too far away from the combo. So I might actually not show them the combo here, like they kind of ran us down. I am going to add another land to the deck after this game. Fading Hopes, Titania, I think, only additions. I'm just going to trim the Schooners, they're too slow in this matchup. We saw that there. And probably a Soul Cauldron. I was thinking like with Explorer we would see a higher density of lands, but just not playing out into actual reality. We play 2 of these and it's in our opener every single game. Oh my god. This deck hates us today. Let's put Researcher back since we trimmed in Agathas. So I could Cenote. I think we Cenote, have Fading Hope available. And then I can get Deeproot going. Because I can't really attack here, so depending on what they play on 2, it could work out for me. I'll just tempo play them here. Try to scry into land. I mean, a land's a land at this point. They have Bunicorn. They only have 1 white mana. The 1 white mana is dealing damage to them every turn. See Bunicorn and Spyglass. A lot of value here, which is unfortunate. Okay, so I might be able to combo next turn if I hit a land. If not, maybe just like a fair. Soak up some damage. We need that in the yard. Just tap out. Just tap out. Hopefully it's not make disappear. Maybe you should have led with Pilgrimage. Okay. So I could take a turn, or I can just try to combo. They have the card draw here. I have Vodalian. I think just the way this game's going, I have to try to go for the combo. Alright, this sets me up better next turn. Just take the damage this turn. I think we just go for it. Let them tap out. Tidebinder. Kidding me? Feels bad. Feels bad. Doesn't really help here. Get Hexcatcher. Need to just try to draw the Fading Hope. If I get the Fading Hope, I could maybe win, but the thing is, this is a clue. That's frustrating. Cryptic Coat, unblockable. See what they do here. Can't do much. The Tishana just wrecked me there. I mean, almost lethal. Haha. That one's frustrating. We had the combo there. We set it up. They wisely kept up mana, so we weren't gonna get it anyways. Should have known that they had Tishana, but the way the game was going, I don't think we play around it regardless. They were just going to beat us down, and if they're going to beat you down, like, you can't. I forgot to add a land, but we'll keep it nonetheless. Merfolk. Cenote. Graveyard. This taps any permanent, right? Untap target permanent you control. I think we just attack in. Could be a bunch of different decks with Restless Anchorage on one. This could be Bat on two, could be Control deck. Okay, just go for the throat here. They might be on counters. We'll save this. We already have the activated ability with the counters. Urtai. Let's take a read. So face down creatures you control have 2 or 4. Turn this creature face up. If you can't exile it, then you may cast the exiled card without paying its mana cost. Whenever it deals combat damage to an opponent, cloak the top card of your library. Otawara is pretty good here. I think we just tempo them back for the turn. If I was gonna Otawara, I should have put the counter on Vodalian and then not attacked in, and then been able to hold up Seed of Hope with the untapped. We have Urtai here. Schooner. This is like Esper Legends. I think this turn we just exile that. I'm not sure if I want to. Get Sentinel here. No attacks. So if they tap out, we're close to winning. They could just go Death Toucher here. Okay, so they did have the cut down. A lot of removal for this deck. And they get lost. And that's 4 pieces of removal. And they have the anchorage now. They can also play Urtata. Oh my frustrating. Oh, they cloaked the top card of my library. Probably lost here. Problem is I'm going to have a hard time getting creatures through now, and the way that they're kind of set up, we're just flooding like crazy. Let's go to next game. I'm not going to get a combat step, and they have the flyers. Okay, so let's go Wrens. Tishana's fine, slip out the back. Fading Hope, maybe. Schooner's okay against heavy removal, so maybe down one Soul Cauldron. Wren gives the hexproof, which is nice. Wren can be attacked, however. Wren also lets us rebuy. These seem pretty bad. Trim on a couple Tishanas. Honestly, just cut all the Tishanas. I don't think in this matchup it's going to do much. Because they're like just instant. They have so much removal too. So like you can counter an Urtai maybe. Or like the trigger, but it's still a 1/4 death touch. Let's go. Probably Wren here. Let's go Pilgrimage. Figure I do this, play this. This does get hit by cut down, unfortunately. It's a bit tricky because like you're trying to play combo, but you also need a density of creatures. Why would you tap like that? Okay, no cut down. This could just be the 2/2. Yep. Not even like fake out that you have. And this is the problem with Simic. Maybe if we go Sultai, they just have Lauren. We go Sultai. Could be better. We can also go, yeah. This game we're just flooding. Notably, this doesn't work with this because it's non-token. This is my like annoyance with Standard. You try to brew, but there's certain cards that are just like these Esper decks. Like we're seeing it here with Simic with the bad mana. Obviously, Simic's naturally kind of bad against creature piles, but maybe we go Temur, but then Temur has pretty bad mana as well. They just have it all. Have it all. That's 2 Deeproots down. Like, legitimately humorous. What are not lands? I'm gonna keep that one on top. Since they missed lands, they'll probably let us draw here, which honestly at this point I'll take it, just given the nature of how this game's been going. We can make this uncounterable. Raffin. See what they discard here. They do a creature. We can eat this. So, slight missequencing on their part. Okay, another Pilgrimage isn't too bad. I think we do it on the Hexproofer here. Another Merfolk of the Nameless. And try to find the combo at this point, which might be okay. This is a good creature on its own, so maybe we do just keep it here. So if they have a removal spell, they kill Sentinel here. They hit me for a bit. But I think it's just a matter of pushing in damage here. We do have potential counter in place here. This does dodge cut down. If they have get lost, it's okay. Okay, good sign. Cut down. Notably, our things are uncut downable. We may want Schooner just to enable the tap. Damn you, bat. Take my goods. The lifelink off bat's gonna be annoying. Combat. Might be able to combo here. Combo time! Oh no, 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 no! I messed that up. Ah! Oh no. Just needed to go into the graveyard. I screwed that up. We had infinite tokens. Okay, they could block. They're gonna throw everything here. Seems like an odd block. Sentinel's such a non-bow with Deeproot. You don't tap your things. Kinda dumb. So we can activate Lorien and then we get the card draw too. Okay, so I do have the line here. I can exile something from their yard, sack the Forensic Researcher with the Vodalian. I did punt that, but we might be able to recover. Urkai in the yard. Death Touch. What else you got? So we'll do this. Do this. Schooner on top's fine. So exile bat. Counter here. Why won't it let me? Oh, that's why. Dur. I need it to die because it's not underneath. That was kind of dumb. I thought I had the combo. Let's draw. I'll make more tokens. So we have Schooner. I can draw a card here, but I think we're just going to push through some more damage here. We have the ground pretty locked up. And we have a lot of uncounterable, which is nice. All right, I think we still got this. I've misplayed a couple times, but it's learning the deck. Path to Peril. Counter. Gotcha. Gotcha. So they did have Path to Peril for us. This is probably just want like a higher density of creatures. Maybe trim a slip out. Since they're on Rafine, Ren's probably too slow. And since we saw Rafine, Tishana can shut off Rafine, which is pretty nice. I might want the other Cauldron. Like, a lot of this game is going to be dependent on us hitting Cauldron. Plus, they brought in a lot of artifact or an enchantment hate between Get Lost and things, so we want to hit it. I think we try this. Cool. Okay, so they have Bat. Bat probably gets Soul Cauldron. If it's just like a Bat into Rafine line, we probably lose. Gonna keep the Fading Hope. I think we're gonna get... So I can do this. This gets me my Explore trigger, which I want. I can also do this, which sets it up to get the untap. So I think we do this. We get hit by another Bat, but we'd get hit by another Bat regardless, I think. That's fine. It's one less piece of removal that was going to hit us. I think here... Let's do this for 2. Okay, Mastermind. So I have Seed of Hope to gain some life. So we'll do this. That dies. I guess I didn't have to take the damage here, but we'll see what they play. I'll take the Cavern here. So I could just erase that, but I want to hold this in case they have Lauren. I think it's fine. Like, they're gonna cloak something. I am missing a piece of the combo. Maybe I should have got rid of Fairy Mastermind. Just taking the card draw. Could have also done it there, but we'll see. Okay, turn face up. They have Soul Cauldron, which is very annoying, but Tishana's here. Get rid of theirs on the stack. They have the removal. That's annoying. Oh, they didn't do it correctly. I think we're just gonna exile out of theirs. So I could go 2 Nameless here, which is probably what I'll do. I already played a land, but I guess it's free explore, but I want to keep up as many creatures as possible, so maybe we'll just wait. They can hit me for 2 here. I'll block this, get the counter. Was not expecting to play around the instant speed Soul Cauldron. $13 on the clock, 16, so clocks aren't quite there yet. We'll untap here. I mean, if that's what they're Path to Periling, I'm pretty happy. I guess this lets them open with the bat. Well, I guess that works for them, but at least we shut them off. Feel like we had to do that regardless. The Tishana phased it out for the turn. I couldn't really afford to let them. I guess there I could have done the tap untap. Maybe to get it to work. Do they have Get Lost? Destroy Evil. It's a good last card. Maybe we waited on the thing, but it's tough. I just did this now just to get the advantage. The problem is, like, they're going to start building their board. They also have 2 Anchorage in their mana base. So they're able to just kind of turn the corner on me. And then they'll get blockers back. Don't really have much action at this point. I'm too many combo pieces off. No more lies. Can go in the bin. Just need him to not have that one more removal piece. Voidian. Doesn't really make much difference. They'll eat something here. Oh, they don't even eat something. outplayed. Yeah, it's a bit tricky. Like, you're trying as much as possible to combo, but Esper's got a lot of good cards, disruptive elements, and you just don't have sustained card advantage in the deck. I think if you're going like this, I think ultimately the Rona version would be a little bit better. In all honesty, like, you need to be all in combo, and this Sentinel of the Nameless City just doesn't really do much. Whereas, I guess you do need some number of merfolk, which makes it a little bit tricky. So in the end, I think there's too many required combo pieces that just don't do much on their own to be relatively effective. But you saw what we did in the game. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great one.